So many mysteries. Dark Bramble Seed. A seed from the Dark Bramble crashed here and has already taken root. Tektite want to use a scout launcher to get a look at what's inside. I launched my little scout into the seed. Somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside. When I launch my scout into the seed that crashed on Timber Earth, it ends up in a much bigger space filled with fog and thorny vines. Okay. Brittle Hollow seems like a good place to go next. Oxygen, if you'll spot a tree, walk towards it. Enjoy. Are you sure you didn't just smack the head on your ship? Oh yeah, well the first one was like a fucking whiteout. Like a nuclear explosion went off, so. There's Brittle Hollow. This is far. This is where we want to go. Going there now. Holy dude. What's going on in the middle there? Look around. Gravity's 80%. Time is 0.8. Space is dark and scary. I don't like it. Surely that will be fine. Are we supposed to... Is just launching globs of fire everywhere? It's moon? Alright, well, let's have a look around. There's not any trees here or anything, so I gotta be careful with our supplies. You can't check your little ship scanner from here, can you? To, like, see the notes that you had? Like another building from the Numai. More buildings. Things you say before an abrupt end for 500. These are just ruins. Oh, there's some writing over there, okay. Did I observe the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis, could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. I read it's as tits. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like the violent friend? Hollow's lantern? Imagine if there were two volcanic moons. then imagine there would be none of us left. There can exist too much lava. This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eye. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Oh god. This is not one of those big symbol areas. You interested in my playful moon? To our friends in Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station. Chat, grow up, okay? On the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as we've built the works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do this. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they're accurate, they would violate causality. There would be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. It's wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Don't see anything, Jim. There are whalers on the moon. Nobody skeletons around. Everyone back home was so fascinated with skeletons, so I'm going to bring some of them back. We don't have the little cipher thing this time. Unless we were supposed to bring it from the other planet? No, that'd be way too AIDSy. The hanging city below 50 meters. I'll go back there in a sec. Is it the same one? It is the same symbol. Okay. I'm more worried about the tree situation. Are we, That's the wave. Okay, I guess we're going down. That is a tight butthole. Oh, what was that? Okay. Maybe they were really tiny people. Oh. Ah! Well. Ah! Vitals low. That looks crazy, dude. I'm worried about our oxygen. Probably has oxygen. The hanging city north 250 meters. If we can get oxygen, it'll be okay. Minus the substantial amount of internal damage we just took. Well, that was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far, though. I guess that's the part to focus on, not how I'll eventually have to get back up that path. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the hanging city's north from here. And east is a gravity cannon. I definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good, since I used up a lot of my supply screaming during the trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head down further down below so I can refill my tank. I place a tank as well. Gravity crystal workshop above. Gravity cannon east. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Oxygen? Oh, God bless. Oof. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. And this, I assume, takes us... Wait, no, this is... a down. So that comes back up from wherever we're going to go. Can't even go down there. It's Rybeck. Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. Wow, I guess that means I've been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. A lot of history here. It's great. What are you doing down here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in the solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anyone that I'm out here. Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere with my little scout. It says it's halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? Heh, that'd be... yeah. I learned something. Oh, cool. What is it? Actually, never mind. Okay, if you do find something about the Nomai, though, I'd love to hear it. If you don't mind, I mean. Where should I go explore here? Oh, wow, where shouldn't you go explore here? Not the black hole, actually. That's very no. Which is unfortunate because that's the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also the big dome in the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear it, if it's not too much trouble. What are you doing out here? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or the archaeologist, I guess, seeing as I'm all of Timber Hearth's got right now. Brittle Hall is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. The planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about the Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian, or I have some knowledge of them, I mean, so maybe I can help. See you later. Can you heal my substantial wounds? I said north is the Hanging City? Bro, this is insane. This is so cool. Is it just getting sucked into the black hole? Yeah. Jump it? There's nothing there? I don't think there's anything like stable to land on over there. Meow, meow. Oh, I should probably scan him so stop saying unidentified. I think this will be safe. I've made a terrible mistake. Well. What? What? What the fuck is happening? What? Where am I, dude? Did the planet blow up, I guess? This looks like chunks of it, for sure. It's so hard to catch it. Did all the planets blow up? Oh, that's the black hole, and then that's the white hole, and I bet that white hole takes us back. That's what they were talking about. Okay. This is not stable at all. Holy shit. What? How did I just refill my oxygen? This is like not a landable surface. What in the hell's going on? Southern Observatory. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. That goes up. Is that where we're supposed to go? No, looks like down. How do we get in there? Can't even get in there. Well, it's just it's auto-equipping the launch scout thing. I don't know why. Surface integrity is 0. Alright, well, let's go down here before we run out of fuel, which we're about to. Or not. It's pushing me out. Fuel level critical. The star is red again in this reality we're in. It just puts us back here, but there's no entrance to this place. That I've seen at least yet. We're out of fuel, chat. Oh, we're up here. Using oxygen as propellant. Oh, it's been an honor, chat. Looks like the universe exploded again. And these are the same portals that we saw. These are the same portals that we saw when we put that disc in the waterfall cave. Some of them were glowing, some weren't. That dark universe. Hit him next time, boys. Oh, it starts with that same explosion there. There's a pilot ready to get this beauty off the ground. You know, the ship's a death trap. You're lucky I'm in a time loop, otherwise I'd be super dead. You're lucky I don't have you grounded for medical reasons, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Did he just start? 2 hours. I've been playing this for 2 hours. Northern Glacier, Quantum Moon, Whitehole Station, the Hanging City. Bro, what? Okay. Ryback set up camp at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement at being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. Ryback is Timberhurt's only archaeologist. They overcame their fear of space to explore Brittle Hollow's treasure trove of Nomai culture. The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's south pole. Ryback says you can't get into the observatory from the surface. They tried, but there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. There's a huge Nomai city just north of Ryback's campsite. Well, let's read this one first. The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. The North Pole of Brittle Hollow is covered in snow and ice. There's a uniquely shaped Nomai ruin on the surface. The Nomai were able to warp here from the Whitehole Station. This is where they first recreated warp technology. There's a Whitehole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Several Nomai returned to the station to investigate an equipment reading that appeared to violate causality. You just started now. This is our first flight. They just let me out of the loony bin, chat. I have so many questions right now about everything. Alrighty. Where to go now? I mean, could go back to... Go back to Brittle Hold. I mean, we're nowhere near done with that place. So many questions about everything in the video game. The sense of exploration in the game is very, very good because they just don't hold your hand with anything, and there's so many like what the fuck is this moments, you know. Whoa. Where's Brittle? That's the Ember Twin. It's on the outside somewhere. That's Giant's Deep. There it is. The progression of this game is your knowledge of the video could take. Completed in 10 minutes now, thanks to the knowledge. Yeah, I remember someone saying that when we were first talking about playing this game. And I was talking about like how long a run through is. build it. Oh, this is the tower from our side of the universe, essentially. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're preparing your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. I like knowledge. What's this? The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander around freely. The entire planet, roots and all. This is not normal. Even for this alien planet, I never see them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either the trees are aberrant or my brain must be. Plume is right, the trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read these notes. Alarming, this isn't the only... It isn't only the trees. There is other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way. The rock is unusual for another reason, too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on the planet. Hypothesis, this rock's shard presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing the other nearby objects to also move about this area? I don't see the trees moving. That rock? It's the same rock as the one on the in the museum. Oh no, dude. It is the same rock. Or the same kind of rock. You take your eyes off it, it disappears. Plume. Felix, I have determined that atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in quantum manner. Of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, your friend, the Wandering Moon, sounds the same. Our friend, the Wandering Moon, sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal the shard produces calling out from the giants Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. I suppose there are other shards like this one. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the Wandering Moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions the strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere in Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis, this quantum shard is from the Wandering Quantum Moon. Perhaps it's even a small piece of the moon itself. Tower shard. Alright, let's go down into the tower, I guess. Unless there was something else to scan here before we went down. I don't think there was. Now let's go down. It's bittersweet because you'll never get that feel of figuring it out for the first time. That the truth with a lot of games. Yeah, so this is the intact tower fragment that we saw in the black hole universe. There's that same elevator. Tower quantum knowledge below. So the observatory.